Hey Gemini, I'm here to provide you with some messages of clarity and guidance. So this is not date specific, so whenever you see it, it's for you. So let's see what you have going on here currently. Okay, so I do see you moving away from a very conflicting situation. What else about this situation? Yeah, you feel like you put in a lot of hard work and effort, and now you just feel defeated, and you may be even being made to feel defensive, like you have to defend yourself for how you feel or the decisions that you made, or even if it's just moving away. You feel like you have to defend yourself for that. And I also feel for some of you, you feel like you've lost a lot in this process as well. So that is definitely something that would not make you feel good if you have to sort of like just up and abandon what you worked towards. But you are strong enough to process this, and it's even giving you greater strength going through that. So let's get some. Okay, so yeah, so you may have realized that someone wasn't who they said they were, or they couldn't provide what they promised. And as you move forward, you are being reminded to be careful who you do allow in your life and who you do share yourself with and share your gifts and talents and abilities or your heart with. You are being reminded to just consider that, because you probably had some signs and some things happened that showed you who this person was or what the situation was, and you were just trying to just be your good-hearted self and continue on, or you thought that there was a way that you could still achieve your goals or get what it was that you desired, and now you're seeing that, oh, that may not be the case. I may have to just go ahead and cut my losses and move on. Let's see what type of challenges are going to come up for you. Letting go. All right. So I understand that, this was something that you put a lot of effort and time into, and resources even, but it is at that point in time where it is time for you to let that cycle go, so you can open a new cycle and you can begin again. And you can take all of this, all of the experience, the lessons that you feel like you needed to learn, you can take all of that in stride as you move forward, and you can leverage that information to make different choices that are more aligned with you in the future. Okay, let's see what other challenges. Okay, all right, so we have King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So I feel like for some of you there is a little bit of a financial loss. So even if it's like you moving, leaving a job or something to that effect, or walking away from an investment, or taking a loss as you cash out your funds, or even stepping away from a partner, having some space there. I do see that this is a difficult decision for you. I mean, obviously, of course, it would be. It's a major life change. But I do see you having the strength and the courage and the wisdom and you know exactly what it is that you want, so you know that you can do this, and you know that you can still be successful by moving on. And it's really just a matter of like hurt pride. And of course, I understand if this is a romantic situation, like there's still feelings there, so I do understand that. But for some of you, it's just about pride and not wanting to say like, oh, you know, I had to leave this amount of money and just cut my losses. But you are very, very clear in knowing and understanding the situation and what's going on and what it is that you need to do and the decision that you need to make to end this and to be able to start all over. So you gain knowledge, wisdom, and you're growing from this situation and this process. What else might be challenging? Really getting that perspective and not focusing on the situation, rather putting that energy and focus on the future and the current environment that you're in and how you can make your environment better and more aligned with the things that you desire and the reality that you desire. And for some of you, this may even be sort of like a forced need to sit back and gain that perspective. But when that opportunity comes up, and I say opportunity because even if it is forced, it's still an opportunity. When that comes up, take heed and take advantage of it so that it's not forced in a more extreme sense later. So you can recognize it now and you can take that moment to step back and reflect and get yourself back on the right path for you. Alright, let's see any other challenges. Yes, moving forward. So you got this. I know that you can do it. So again, maybe it's a need to sit back and gain that perspective and reflect and connect with your source and spirit guides and intuition. And really contemplate on what it is you're doing, what it is you want, what's the next best move for you. And then it's really going to be about you making the changes and taking the action to go ahead and start and move forward and close that cycle and start that new cycle and new beginning. So you may have a little bit of a slow start getting there, but once you get there, it'll pick up. All right, so what can Gemini do to get their best outcome? I think absolutely knowing that your abundance has not left you. It is still here. You still have it. You still have everything that you need within you. Sometimes it's just a part of your path that you need to just let some things go. But knowing that you are going to be abundant, you are going to receive abundance. Trusting in that, I'm also hearing, is really important as well. Trusting and knowing. And surrounding yourself with people that you do trust and who are loyal to you. So that's important as well. What else? What else? Reconnecting with yourself and using the change to do that. And again, so I see for some of you, you're not going to take this, you're not going to take heed, and you're not going to do it here. So it is absolutely going to happen. So you might as well go ahead and get that perspective now, because it will be happening, and whatever is not meant for you will be leaving in one way or another. So it can be by your choice, or it can be by the universe's choice or divine intervention. So either way, you can choose the path that you want to take, and you can start connecting, I'm sure all of you already do connect with your intuition and inner self, but really focusing in on that and growing those abilities. Yes, and your self-care practices, of course, I always like to mention that, your meditation, even for silence exercise. Connecting and getting back to the true, authentic you is what is going to be helpful to you and help you get through this change and this process. So it's an opportunity to really realign yourself spiritually and connect with your authentic self. All right, anything else? Oh, this came out. All right, what else? Okay. All right, so I do see for some of you, you are going to sort of like rush toward this process, but there's no need to rush. Things will happen in the time that they are supposed to. Divine timing is at play here. So I think if you're really focused on growing from the experience and learning from the lesson and understanding and connecting with yourself, then it'll be a smoother process for you, as opposed to trying to rush things or going hastily in a direction or toward someone or something that is not the better choice for you. But you connecting with your intuition and receiving those messages and contemplating carefully on what choice to make and what choice is going to be the right one for you is, again, what's going to be helpful and allow you to continue to grow and prosper. So I'm going to get some messages. What messages do we have for Gemini? All right. Definitely cleansing. So we talked about the self-care practices. So really implementing those, taking that time to meditate, noticing those synchronicities as they're coming through. Really, really connecting with who you are authentically and understanding what it is that you truly want and desire. And I see like there's a lot of water here. So nature, getting in nature. I know it's going into the fall season here, so you may not have access to a pool, but you know, you can go walk by a river, a lake, or if it's still warm where you are, sit out at the pool. Just any type of body of water will help you connect and help you to just be in silence and receive. So really think about that. And I'm even hearing like just walks in nature, period. Like if there's a park that you like to go to and a trail, something like that. Just getting in touch with nature and connecting and grounding yourself is going to help you during this time. Okay, so let's see what other messages we have. Gonna get these cards. Okay, what other messages do we have for Gemini? Okay, thank you. This is a lot, but we'll take them. Alright, so these look like a lot of spirit animals and spirit animals. So you may connect with any of these, and if they are your spirit animal, definitely look them up and receive the messages that they have. Yes, I think definitely playing things cautiously, really attempting to control your emotions during this time, because you don't want to be saying things and doing things that you can't take back and that you know for sure just aren't helpful to the situation and are just going to create a space where you're burning your bridges, because that's definitely something that you don't want to do. Yeah, so it's sort of like, I don't want to say learning a new way to communicate, but essentially just improving your communication during this time and during the conversations that you're having as you are closing out cycles. Just being mindful of it and mindful of other people's feelings, even if you were done wrong. Like, just staying positive and staying in a positive space. A positive forgiving space, I'll say. It's going to be more valuable to you because, you know, just saying what you want to say at that point in time, you're going to look back on that and you're going to be like, yeah, I probably could have just took the high road, or I could have just not said that. So if you're not careful, I do think you are going to have those feelings. So just be mindful of that. And also in those conversations, as you are making decisions and cutting things off and shutting things down, again, do that do it in the most professional way possible. I'll just say that, because even if it is personal, you still want to just have some sort of composure about yourself and just stay on a specific stay on a higher vibration, and just say what needs to be said, but you know, it doesn't have to go in a really, really negative place, because you can tell the truth and be honest and say exactly what you need to say, and it doesn't, again, have to be so detrimental to the relationship or the other party. So you will find that perfect balance. I know you will. You will. All right, so let's see what other messages we have. What other messages? Let's do these. Yes, absolutely. So you are definitely entering the stage of a new beginning where you are getting more aligned with your purpose and your path. So these things are happening for you. So that's what I'm saying about just watching your communication, because ultimately you designed these experiences to help you understand more about who you are and what it is you desire and who you are authentically. And you have confirmation here that as you go into this new space, this new chapter, it's better than you could have ever dreamed and imagined. Right, so you have these messages here confirming, like, okay, understandable that you did have to go through this situation, but do your best to try to let it go so that you can allow your true abundance to come through and to come in, because you staying focused in the past is blocking your abundance, is blocking the opportunities, because you're not seeing them. Like, they're coming and like gone because you're not seeing them. So yes. Okay. All right, so those are the messages I have for you, Gemini. I was just looking. Oh, you know what? Nope. I do have other cards. I was like, I know I have some other cards. Okay, so let's just get you a couple little messages here from Rumi. We'll keep this brief. Okay, what do we have? Cosmic Heart. I have seen everything. I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion. I shine like Venus. For life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace, there is nothing you need to understand. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. Here you are, still loving, still wise, ready for a love that is bigger than you ever experienced. Absolutely. We just said that when you're letting go, there's so much better coming towards you that's going to fill that space and fill that void. You just need to do it. Wow. Okay. All right. So we have Hand of Fatima. I can never leave you. You are my everything. Fatima, radiant daughter of the great beloved, brings you the gift of protection. Discern who you involve yourself with and how you use your time and energy. Give yourself permission to be nurtured through your own choices and the people and situations you say yes or no to in your life. You have drawn the hand of Fatima. Trust in her. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you are connecting with your soul family and those people, just connect with yourself first and decide if they truly have your best interest in mind, because that may not be the person to confide in if you don't believe that and trust. Okay? You, who show the way. The logical mind finds consolation in reaching a level of comfort in life. Lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. Just as the sun breaks through darkness, bringing light to the world by simply being itself, so too does your inner sun, your soul. You are an inspiration to many and help many more than you realize. This is an acknowledgement of who you are and what you are, given freely because you are ready to receive it. Absolutely. So that is the perfect way to end, and just your true confirmation of how letting go is going to allow your abundance, more abundance, to come through. All right. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Please like and share this video and leave me a comment below to let me know how it resonates. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.